That's what's gonna happen, you know. I think the supply is gonna hold instead. We'll call a trend supply. You have a 4 hour, you have a 1 hour supply, and then this blue line right here, that's the 4 hour supply. I think that's gonna end up holding, you know. So this demand right here at the 4 hour and 1 hour supply, um, if it was supposed to hold, if this demand was supposed to hold, 101 would be right here. Kind of like you want from head and shoulders, you know. At this point, I'm really contemplating the sales, but not quite convinced. I was still kind of thinking that the demand would hold. This would be where my entry would have been if I took the sales. I was not convinced. I'm not gonna lie. So I watched it. For me to actually take the sales, I'd prefer to actually see it form the head and shoulders, like fully form the head and shoulders, and then give another break or, present another opportunity for a breakout, and then I'd be good for the sales. Did you see this type of fucking zone? I think it did, you know. Well, Nas Henderson, Olive Branch, I mean SPX. because it's at a 1 minute demand. Will it hand us a olive branch? I don't know. I don't know. Was there a supply anywhere in there? No. 2 AMAs though. Come on. We need some volume. I want to see a strong bullish candle at least closing like beside those wicks. We got 2 minute 40 seconds, a lot of time on the clock, but I would love to see a strong candle close up in here, in that, fuck. I would love to see a strong candle close. Are you kidding me? So that doesn't. Okay. I would love to see a strong candle close like in this area, or even give me a break. That would be great. This is not great. You don't want to see that at all, actually. Yeah, we're cooked. All right. Is it GG's? It's gonna be like maybe a $300 loss. It's not that crazy. Maybe 350. 412. All right. So where do I start? Uh, Honestly, even though last week was good in terms of the results, I think so far the first 2 weeks the price action has not been the best. This week, let me just start with today. The trade we took today was a loss, and I'd say this week is a lot more similar to what it was last year, right? So, and that's why I said last week was pretty good because price action suggested that you know L's, but I was able to still find a way to win. This week, similar price action, different result. Took more losses. The loss I took today was kind of I want to say I made the right decision as far as determining the direction. It was one of them things though where it was just like timing was off. So I took a demand setup that was on SPX, and it was coming off of. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. It was coming off of a 4 hour and a 1 hour supply. But on the 5 minute, the EMAs were all lining up. It was beautiful. We had a break of structure. You know, we came into the zone. We actually let me just look. There was two demand zones, and the first one it rejected off of it a little bit, and then it died. It rejected off of it a bit, and then it lost, and then it tapped into a demand that was below it. I didn't even see the demand at first, the lower one, but when it tapped into it, I was like, okay, wait, it's tapping into this other demand, and it 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 gave the breaker candle, and it went on to the demand one, but I didn't take the demand. I took the breakout that was happening, and the breakout lost. It came down, it wicked my stop loss, then it went on. It went for like a 1-2, maybe a 1 or 2 point change, 2.2, 2.3, and then it that was all she wrote pretty much up to this point. But it was a rough week. I think I did fairly good as far as, you know, handling myself through the losses. You know, I didn't do anything stupid. I don't feel like I did any revenge trading or anything like that. You know, this type of stuff that really sets you back. You know, I mean, just taking the loss, stuff in the loss, it sucks, but it's way better, and it feels much better than being in a situation where, you know, you're looking at your account like, damn, how did I lose, you know, 3, 4, 5 times more than I was supposed to? That's not happening. So even though it's been a rough week, and definitely not was what definitely wasn't what we wanted, it's still you know, still on the right track. And I mean, honestly, the price action just was not great. There was setups, there was a couple good setups, but it's the sort of thing where, like, if you don't catch that one for the day, you're not really catching much. And so we, as a group, I don't think, I mean, people make money every day, but there was a lot of losers today, and this week was not great, not gonna lie. But as I said, in this game, you gotta lose to win. And the most important thing is, like, okay, you had a losing week. How does that affect you going into the next trade? You have to have a shooter's mentality. Yeah, you talk about shooter's mentality. You have to have the shooter's mentality. So, you know, you never remember the last shot. You never remember the last trade. Every moment in the market is unique, right? Every moment in the market is unique, and you have to treat it as such. So, even though this week was not great, you know, today was not great, I still feel like it was a, you know, the one thing, there's been a bunch of setups, especially, you know, just throughout my whole time trading, where I've gone and just look at them, and after I've lost, you know, you can't justify it. You can't say, you know, this was a good setup. This was a, you know, I felt confident about this, and this is why this lost. A bunch of times it's like, it's bad setups where you're like, bro, why did you take that? Today, and with this specifically, I feel good. I mean, sure, there was a supply right there, but the supply didn't hold. The supply didn't hold. It messed around a bunch at the supply because it's a higher time frame supply, and that's expected. Maybe with that like in mind, I should have probably took it at the. I mean, it could have. I could have took the breaker candle. It could have rejected and lost just the same. You never know. But this was just a loser. But you know, it is what it is. I didn't feel like getting back in. I decided that I was just gonna take the loss, just stuff it, because you know, it is what it is. You can't win every day. You're not going to win every day. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you stop trying to chase that, is more than likely the sooner you will reach what it is that you actually want. Because, you know, losing days are inevitable. It don't matter who you are, you're gonna lose. It's just what do you do? What happens here? You know, like, you know, I'll show you what happens here when you lose. You have to be a mentality beast, because this is psychological warfare, and you know, that's what it is. As I said before, man, when it comes to these weekends and these holidays, when I'm not trading, when it comes to these weekends and these holidays when I'm not trading, I'm like a crack fiend, and it's gonna be a long holiday because obviously Monday is it's MLK. Is it MLK? It's a holiday. Monday is a holiday, and so the bank holiday we won't be trading. So we'll be back on Tuesday again. Monday I might just take a look at the charts. Just I will probably take a look at the charts, but we're not gonna place anything. We're not gonna take any trades or do anything like that. No bank holidays, no NFP Fridays, no Wednesdays. We trade every other work day for the year pretty much. Apart from this, the big holidays like 4th of July, something like that. But yeah, couldn't do much, I did better than days past as far as like not jumping back into the market to take a second trade after I lost that one. So that was good. You don't always have to you don't always have to chase it. And one thing that I did notice though is that a bunch of the trades that I took in the first week that I lowered my risk, I don't think that was necessarily wrong for me to lower my risk, but I'm starting to wonder if I'll be better off just keeping the risk consistent regardless of like the trade I made. I'm not so sure yet, because when I like play with the numbers and do the math, I'll be maybe up a couple I'll be up fractionally more if I had done it that way versus adjusting my risk based on the setup. So that's just a thought that crossed my mind. Not really something that I might actually do, but you gotta keep adjusting and keep changing with the market, because it doesn't stay the same and you can't stay the same. And on this weekend I'm probably just gonna do some, as I said, do some back testing, look over the setups that I took this week and last week, see what I feel like I can do better. Because I don't know, I feel like I'm still on track. I haven't had any crazy losing streaks, and I've made winning days out of bad weeks as far as the actual charts go. So hopefully next week we can come back and do it even better.